Hello everybody. It's about video how to help yourself once you become a twin flame, and mostly once you accept that you're a twin flame. If you're watching this video, you probably went to this stage of this discovery that you're in a twin flame relationship with someone, and the things maybe are good, bad, ugly. Maybe no communications at all with your twin, or whatever it's going on, whatever the path of your journey as a twin flame is. You try to find some kind of help. You try to seek an outsource help. But the most help that you actually can get, it's inside of you, and it's coming like an inner knowledge that you have inside of the soul, which is a lot of the twin flames, they have it, they possess it inside of them, but it's not a fully open, it's not a fully active, it's not the fully understand of it. And I make this video for those twin flames that they're already on a journey, and they are in the position that they finally accept themselves as twin flames. They don't have this higher intensity vibrations. The vibrations are higher, but they don't have this intensity. The intensity is the repeating of upside downs that goes on up and down, up and down. It creates a lot of intensity pressures inside of you. Right now, the vibrations are high, the understanding is high, everything is much more clear, but you still need more something how to navigate this. And I make this video so you can understand that you have the capabilities of helping yourself. If you're asking the soul inside of you, like why this is happening, of the way the situations you are, the soul will tell you, will explain basically to you that it's not your control. You are a soul, and in the soul relationship, there is no control. And for a lot of the twin flames, it's very hard to accept this part of you're not in control. Simply because the soul tell you we're working on a partnership, not on a controlling relationship. And what controlling relationship is, what basically husband and wife, they try to put together, and the one tells the other what to do and how to do it, or the one waits of the orders from the others, what needs to be done. The one has to be the leader, the other has to be the follower. Here you learn that there is no leader, there is no follower. Here you learn that it's all one. And when I'm saying it's all one, we all one, we are cooperating as one. We learn to be cooperative, first of all within ourselves, and the second of all with the people around you, the society around you. Now let me remind you that the people around you and the society around you, they probably will not understand you, simply because you are in different stage, you're in different level of understanding, and that's why you surround yourself and you create the society around yourself with other twin flames or other awakened people, simply because they first of all accept you, and the second of all they understand you. And when you try to find the help of some kind of issue, you try to look at it from quite a few people. You're trying to understand what's going on. The best part is to understand you. The best person who can help you is you. The best part of this journey is that you discover more of yourself. You discover more of who you are, what your capabilities are. We really don't know our fully capabilities until you don't really open up your soul powers inside of you. And the powers that right now it's inside of me, only few people has been seen it, simply because they're quite extraordinary on it. But I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about you. How you to help yourself. First of all, in order you to help yourself, you have to become your true self. And to become your true self, you have to go out in the public and say, I'm a twin flame. Because if you hide yourself, there is nothing good coming out of that part. You live in the shadow, you don't live in the light. What's the reasons you probably hide and you're not in the open? It's probably because there is something to hold you. And that's why the three rules of the soul evolution, to trust, surrender, and let go, work inside of you. And that's why you have those suffering intentions inside, simply because you not reach the 100% of your true self. And to have those issues that hold you down not to come out and open, you need to seek inside of you what preventing you from this part. What is this part of you that is basically turn off the lights inside of you, and you're trying to find an answer how to become the light. The light is inside of you. You're the light. You're the one who brings the light outside to others. To remind you that the society cannot accept too much light. Think about somebody has been living in the dark all their life, and they've been living into the cave in the dark, and all of a sudden you take them by the hand and you take them outside and you tell them, hey, look, the sun, still look how beautiful it is. They were not going to see it. They've been living all their life into the dark. They will be covering their eyes. They're like, what are you doing to me? You want to try to kill me? What's wrong with you? I can't exist here. And this is the part that we trying to help others to seek. They need to understand, you need to seek step by step. They have to wait on these shadow periods of light so they can understand what we are and who we are. But before they understand who we are, you have to understand yourself. When you look inside of yourself as a twin flame, okay, what is leading you now? What is making you to progressing, to evolve, to do the changes? What is this force that keeps you going and on and on and on and on and continue evolving, continue get your downloads of informations of what you can do and how to do it, knowledge that it's far beyond other people understanding. So look yourself in the mirror, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see where you've been. You see your old self, what you've been doing, how you've been acting, how you've been reacting, how you've been changed. And look at yourself today, who you are, what did you do, how did you change, and how to come to this point of today to look at yourself again in the mirror. And this is the part of the self-evaluation. And during that self-evaluation, you will realize what is your issue is, what is your problem is internally, where you are stuck, what you hold on to it, what you resist, why you resist this part, what is your ego inside of you, it's telling you. And you will find this difference inside of you that you acting more as a soul now compared to acting as ego-based personality. And the soul keeps telling you to go higher and higher and higher and higher. And all of a sudden, the answer that you've been looking for pops up right in the front of your eyes. And inside you understand this, you're accepting, or you're not, depends of your level of understanding, but you see that answer inside of you. And 10, you learn that the most important part, as I've been telling people, is listen your soul. Simply because when you do the things out of your soul, there's nothing go wrong. You doing this because you're from your true self. You're doing this because this is what the reality is. And when you do this, people around, they will feel it. They will understand that things that goes on in your life, they're coming out differently. And you are new, you are different, and that new personality in you is evolving more and more as a soul. And when you continue evolving, you more and more listen your soul, and you evolve. You will understand things like when you hug someone, you hug them together with your soul, and you help them heal. You help them to relax, and that relax, it brings them to a state of they're open up. And when the people open up to you, then you can see what's going on inside, and you can tell them what to do and how to fix their problems. And you give that part of yourself as evolution soul to them, and that vibration, it's passing as download to them at the same time. But again, these gifts, these powers that we get in as the twin flames, they help us mold it to what we truly are. And a lot of the twin flames, they ask me, Dio, how to begin my mission? Dio, how can I find my mission? Dio, what I'm going to be doing about my mission? Your mission has to do one thing with you. And your mission begins with you dedicate yourself helping others. That's what your soul came here as a twin flame. But that doesn't begin until you don't understand that fully understand. You service first, and don't look for any other good things like financial gains or material gains out of that. You're here first to serve to people, and if you need somehow, some way, some material stuff you to do your things, some kind of magically the universe will rearrange, and you will be able to do it. And this is how you learn of this part of cooperation. You cooperate with the universe, and the universe brings the stuff inside. It. But it comes again of that inner work of understanding yourself. Because in order to understand yourself, you have to, in order to understand yourself, you have to look deep. Okay? Here's this quote, I just brought it in out for specifically for this video. It's that everyone can teach you how to live, but the one that counts is the one that teach you how to open up your soul and let the love grow in you, and that person is you. You're the one person that has to allow this light to go inside of you and opens it up. And when it opens it up, that light will grow in you, and that light will guide you, that guide will give you the answers. And this is how you will help yourself. The other thing that you can help yourself is that you will be kind of like a guided to do things, to meet certain people, to meet a certain situations, simply so you can evolve. I inherit my powers because before I even went to Argentina, I went to meeting with Kalina Milnar and Marla Kelly in Ohio, and Kalina did my downloads for me inside, and we did a lot of work, and those downloads was a lot. I needed those downloads because I have to serve, and I had to serve to the people. So I went to Argentina to surf. I didn't went to Argentina to have a vacation for me. It was on it. But this is how my mission began. And I make this video because your missions begin within you. How you are dedicated to what you are and what you're going to do. And how to help yourself is basically you need to trust, surrender, and let go of whatever the issue is. Sometimes it's you have to trust it. Sometimes you have to surrender. Sometimes you have to let go. Sometimes it's probably the all three of it for the same problem. But seek with those words. Seek with those informations. What is that? Is attached to it of how can I help myself on this, what I need to learn with this, what is the lesson, what is the gain, what is the evolution for me, and you will hear it, you will comes up, you will pop up in you, and you will start evolving more and more. Again, these powers inside of you, they awaken for a reason. If you are not an open as a twin flame, and you know your time, your divine time, when to come out as open, you will be told. Vibrations inside of you is going to be so high that you can't keep this anymore hidden. You will be tired and beat up from not telling the truth, not being your truth. You will be tired of living halfway life. Let's say like during the day when nobody is around you, you go probably in a 5D at work and all this stuff. But during the night when the dreams comes in and the powers comes in, and you're with you and your husband in the bed and he sleeps, or your spouse, she sleeps next to you, you all of a sudden are wide awake and you're someplace else with things that your soul wants you to do. And 10 in the morning you wake up and you're doing the same thing over and over and over, and the only person can help you is you. The soul leads you to one thing, and that is to be your true self. It doesn't matter what side of the twin flame says. It's always been about that. It is about to be your true self. And this is how this journey it's important. Because when both two of the units become their true self, then the real mission will begin. Because now, if you've seen the twin flames when they're together with the same energy and with the same aura energy, the same vibrations in the soul, you will know it. But until you hadn't seen it, you will not understand it. That part inside. So again, drop the things that hold you down so you can be able to comes up and seek that light inside of you. That light is always leading you home. what is home? A lot of people ask me, well, Dio, you're talking about home, 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 home. What is about this home? Well, the home, it's the vibrations, the peace of the soul that brings you close as possible to God, because this is where you originated from. God created your soul, so the soul wants to go back home. And this is why the evolution, it has to be in order you to do better, in order you to serve better, in order you to do your mission here, which is to change the society. You have to be very close to God. You have to be very close to your true self, your authentic self, as who you are, your soul. And that's why this journey, it's so hard and so heavy for some, because there is the people that when this gonna end, what's gonna happen, what is this, when are these dreams gonna stop, well, when you apply this when, who is asking, the soul or the ego? The ego, it's already wants to know the time. The soul knows there is no time. The soul, it only cares about time to do its purpose, to do its mission within a time that it's been designed to do its mission. And that's why the soul wants its time to do what it was designed to do it. And this is the part when a lot of the twin flames have a challenges with. Simply because they don't fully trust, they don't fully surrender, and they don't fully let go of the old parts of those situations on it. And that's why when you do a self diagnostic or self evaluations, then you do the realizations internal, and you come up with a plan of action. And the plan of action leads you to change, and the change is actually the last resort of the evolution, that you actually gain the information, understand the information, accept that information, and act upon it. And this is why a lot of the twin flames have challenges with it. But little by little, I see that the most twin flames, they started learning more and more. Another questions that was lead to this, well, how will I know? It was the question about, I don't know how to look at it or how to listen my soul. You have to go out for a walk, or you have to go out, listen to music, and just let yourself go, like a meditation. Some people, they can meditate and they can hear this information. Some people, they just have to ask the questions and it comes in. This is like an instant, simply because the connections between the inner self inside of you, it's high with the soul, and the soul is connected to the universe. So this is like you're on a computer that is hooked up to the internet, and now you say, well, Google, what is going on with me, what I need to do, and the Google say, well, you need to work on that and that, and you're like, okay, thank you. And that's how it basically works. But some will take it, some not. And to finish this part of this video, it's why you're here. Why you're here as a twin flame, and why do you have to do this part of what you do. You're a twin flame for a reason, and that reason is to change the society. For example, society probably did not hear the words twin flame for the past maybe 20 some years. All of a sudden, though, the twin flames become popular. The twin flames start, a lot of people, they start talking about more and more the twin flames, and more people get in this relationship as a twin flame, simply because the society has to change. And the society is not changed by anything else but by examples. And when the society start understand, okay, well, there is a twin flames, there is a twin flames, at the end the society will start accepting that twin flames exist. And this is again with the example of you try to bring this person out to the light and see the sun. You have to allow this transition period of shadow period, so the society to change. But also this is applied to you. You have to allow yourself to have this shadow period of changes and look inside of you how true you are, and what part of the twin flames you are. Simply because whatever happened within your twin flame journey, the both two individual knows that they have the same vibrations and soul, and they act as a twin flame. They act as a real life twins. What the bad part is, okay, in this situation is that the one twin flame thinks that the other thinks exactly the same, and that part start creating this balance, simply because the egos start affecting. And when the egos are affecting, there is a lot of influence in there. There is influence from church, friends, relative, culture, that affects to the ego, and so it's the other individual. And if there are two different things, two different cultures like I am, you will understand that there is a lot of work needs to be done in order to both two individuals to listen their soul. They both experience this soul twin flame love, which is they cannot find nowhere else, and this is why the things are becoming. But the part again, doesn't matter of which side of the twin flames is you're a chaser or you're a runner, the outcome actually is about the same, and that is the both two units to become their true self. And the one sees the light right away, the other one takes the time to learn the dark, and when a starter comes out of the light, then it takes this transition period of revaluation on itself. So I hope this video help you out. I hope this thing guides you on it, and I will make a video about more deeply on the mission, how to become your missions on it, and that's gonna be my next video. But thank you so much for watching it, and I will look in it for your comments. You know it. Be love.